Welcome back to my Colorado mountain garden. And can we get a drum roll, please? We now have peppers coming through the soil. And when I checked them this morning, when I did the other rosemary video, and I was also checking my Anaheim and Hatch seeds, so I knew that those had germinated and knew I needed to put those in soil. I went and I ran errands, came back, put my seeds for the Anaheims and the Hatch in their soil, and then rechecked my peppers, and lo and behold, these are the jalapenos. This cell is just in here, it's empty. I didn't have that many jalapenos started. I have one, oops, I don't think you can see that. Let me get my arm out of the way. 1, 2, 3 popping through now. And for our Chimeo experiment, the conclusion is it made no difference whether I started them in the paper towel or started them in the soil, because I have one, two right there coming up, and that's on the non-paper towel side, and I have one coming up on the paper towel side. So in this case, at least with Chimeos, it made no difference on whether I started them in the soil or whether I started them in paper towel. Now with the paper towel, I know I had germination. I know that I had little roots on those seeds. So in theory, all of these, unless something happens, should be, I should get one plant in each one. Over here, I know I at least have two, but we don't know what those 4 cells are going to do. I will now be having my grow lights on, and they're on right now, for 16 hours a day, and then I'll turn them off. You want them off during the night because for proper photosynthesis to happen, they need a period of darkness. Otherwise, your plants can get not so happy. Let's just put it that way, because in order to get that photosynthesis and have nice green plants and everything like that, they need a period of darkness. My grow lights, they're down a bit, but I will be putting the domes back on these and then bringing that light all the way down to the top of the dome just so it's not hitting. The lights that are on right now are my LEDs. My other 2 sets of shelving are T5s, and I didn't notice a bit of difference between the LEDs. That was the last year that I grew with the LEDs, so I didn't notice a difference that I had better germination under either light or anything like that. But again, I'll be moving these down. I just want to also mention that I have not added any more water except for the original soaking of these seeds since I planted them. They're still, I mean, I can pick it up and it's still fairly heavy. And so that dome really keeps the moisture in. And in Colorado, that's important because most of us don't have very much humidity in our house. If I had left these open and the top dried out because there's only a 1/4 inch of soil on top, it could have stopped the germination. You know, things like anything could have happened, or they could have been just fine as long as I caught them soon enough. So the domes will go back on as these plants start getting taller. The domes will start coming off, and I may have to move them into some different types of containers. As far as, well, it'll still be a tray like this, but like I may mix the Chimeos and the jalapenos together in the same one if the other Chimeos are not ready yet. So, but we'll see that as we go along. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and now it's just a waiting game, but I will follow up as other peppers break the surface, and we'll do some other videos talking about the next steps. So once these get big enough, what are we going to be doing? I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up on the videos that are helpful. and happy gardening.